gathering. Now's the time, everything is being
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Yourself. People don't need to know it. I thought that had been cleared up.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Take care. I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego. Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you, and if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
I'm ready for your task.
What I'm about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
I'll take care of it.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
Take care.
Damn, like to have his shoes, though.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
New here, are you? I don't know your face. I'm Sly. I have a job on offer for a newcomer.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena.
As long as I'm not involved. Some people as long as I'm not involved. Some people never learn. So keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
You gotta watch what you tell people.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
Some people never learn.
Hey man, I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds.
Really not my problem.
If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
That won't happen again.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
You shouldn't believe everything
Show me your
you hear.
goods.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. People always talk.
Better keep on it.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. That won't happen again.
I thought that had been. There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Hang on. Not go rushing into anything.
You're very probably right.
That had been cleared up.
rushing into
Time when things would have gone very differently. Maybe.
rushing into anything. Blather so much. Yeah.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
There was a time when things would have gotten
Maybe.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead, and that won't happen.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Let's talk about something
I'd
else
better keep
instead.
out of it.
Maybe.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Interested?
As long as I'm not gone.
Yes, I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
I'm not involved. You gotta watch what you tell people.
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
I thought you wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor, and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
Not go rushing into anything.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
Better not go rushing into anything. There was a time when things would have gone
What is
very
swamp weed?
differently.
New here, are ya? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing.
I thought that had been cleared
Show me your
up
goods.
ages ago.
I got the best stuff here.
There must be something about that story after all.
There was a time when things would have gotten very difficult. Totally idiotic.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Better keep out of it. People always
You gotta
talk,
watch what
but
you tell
never
people.
learn.
I'd better keep out of it.
Right.
Hey, newcomer. I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
You have a problem.
Really? What's that?
There are people around here who want to get rid of you.
Really? Then you can tell them they should send someone along to enforce their wish.
What makes you so sure I'm not the one to do it?
Because I think you're smarter than that, boy. You'll soon realize that there are better opportunities than working for Gomez. We, too, need capable people in the new camp. And nobody tells you what to do.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
And if I wanted to join the new camp, could you help me?
If you're serious, we can go now. I can take you to Laris. He's the head of our gang. But if you prefer to beat me out of the camp, well, go for it.
Let's go to the new camp.
Okay, follow me.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
They'll die out if they keep crossing my path.
Just wait.
Let's talk about something else.
Next time I'll kill you. I suppose you don't have nothing against me keeping some more.
You looking for trouble with me again?
What are you doing here?
I'm a hunter. I make a living out of selling skins and teeth.
Does it pay?
If you know how to cut up the beast the right way, yeah.
I want to learn how to cut up animals.
What do you want to know?
Well, here we are. When you pass through the gate, you'll reach the new camp. Talk to Lars. He will help you. Give this to him. It's a precious ring. It's your ticket to see Lars. You need a good reason to be allowed to meet him. Well, thinking about it, I think I'll stay here for some time. I've earned enough for now, and things are heating up in the old camp. If you want, come and meet me at the bar. It's the hut out on the lake. Take care.
See you.
Hang on. There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
As long as I'm not, it's not really my problem. I better keep out of the cab.
What are you doing here? You looking for trouble?
Hey, relax. I'm a newcomer.
Huh? You look okay, though. You never know. You get new guys come along thinking they're it every day.
What's a man like you doing with the peasants?
Lee asked me that. I don't fight anymore, except to defend myself. I killed a guy once. And that was once too many. That's why they chucked me in this goddamn colony. It was justice.
How did it happen?
It was just an ordinary bar fight. I didn't mean to kill the guy. I just must have hit him too hard. I was a blacksmith at the time. I didn't know my own strength.
You take care of the rice fields, don't you?
Why? You looking for work?
Have you got work for me?
Go and see Lefty. He's usually to the right of the shed.
What are you doing here?
I'm working for the Rice Lord.
Have you got work for me?
I'll talk to you later.
We could make a deal.
What have you got to offer?
Just wait. Why did you join this camp?
I'll tell you. My only option was to join those sect loonies, and I didn't want to let those gurus of theirs mess about with my brain. In the old camp, I'd have had too much trouble with the guards, but the mercenaries and rogues do have some respect.
They're afraid of you?
Maybe. Anyway, I found peace here, and you should try the same.
Can you teach me to be as strong as you are?
Even if I could, what would you use your strength for?
Self-defense.
That takes speed, not strength. You think cracking skulls is better than finding peace?
Good question. I'll think about it.
Do you intend to go through this gate?
Do you intend to stop me?
No, but you should know what's waiting for you. This is not like in the old camp, and not like being with the sect loonies either.
And what am I expecting here?
There are no guards or Templars to look after you. It's every man for himself. The only ones who stick together are us mercenaries. Watch your back.
And where do you want to go?
Why? In there.
Forget it. Silas only wants to see scrapers and rogues in his bar.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Rely on somebody.
How about some ore as an admission fee?
How much ore exactly is some?
People always talk.
I have 10 ore. Here.
10 ore? For that, I'll allow you to try again.
Probably right.
Are you deaf or what, pal?
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Same old story every time.
People always talk.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Put the...
What do you intend to do with the weapon, man?
People always talk.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
You're probably right.
Same old story
Somebody
every time.
and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Thought that'd
Let's
be
talk about
Like to be
something
in
else
his shoes,
instead.
though.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
It's obvious there'd be trouble.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
Wasn't very clever.
You're very probably right.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it
Very
goes.
clever. You have to watch what you tell people. Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
Coward! Come back!
It was obvious there would be
That wasn't
trouble.
very clever.
Hello?
You're
Story every
probably
time.
right.
Never likely to change. That wasn't very clever.
If you think
Show me your goods.
Everything is.
Choose something.
You're very probably right.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
It's obvious that there'd be trouble ahead.
same old story every time. If you think
Maybe.
You have to
That
watch
won't happen
what you tell
again.
people.
You're very probably right.
Same old story every time.
You have Watch what
Rely
you
on
tell
somebody,
me.
and you're in trouble.
Very probably
That's how
right.
it goes. Let's talk about something. Maybe. That wasn't very clever.
How are things?
Great. We trade our homemade rice snaps for ore. Well, the boys carry in enough ore. Where should they spend it if not here?
Very clever. Very probably right. I better keep out of it. That won't happen again.
People always talk.
Well, how's the mine going on?
We've done most of it. Just a few more weeks and we'll have enough.
If you think.
You're very probably right.
Same old story every time. Must be
You're from the
something
free
about
mine,
that
right?
story after all.
Right. How'd you find that out?
Same old story every time.
It was obvious there would be trouble ahead.
There must be something about that story after
Same
all.
old story every time.
Hey, you!
Keep it to yourself. Clever.
As long as I'm not involved.
You don't look very happy.
I'm not. I need to get rid of a whole pile of weed.
You're here to sell goods from the sect camp?
Yes, but I just can't be bothered.
It's ever likely to change.
There was a time when
I could sell the weed for you for a consideration, of course.
Forget it. I'm not as drunk as all that. You just go running away with it.
Thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Some people
Same
never
old
learn.
story every time. I better
That
keep out
won't
of it.
happen
You
again.
shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I want a drink.
You'll have to pay for it.
Let's talk about something else instead. There'd be trouble ahead.
happen again.
Same old story every
You shouldn't
time.
believe everything you hear.
Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. Talk.
Wasn't very clever.
As long as I'm not involved.
People always talk.
That won't happen again.
Rely on somebody, and you're in trouble.
Some
That's
people
how it
never
goes.
Very probably right.
I thought that had been cleared up.
Hey, you!
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to
be
know
in
it.
his shoes, though.
Here you go. Have another drink on me.
Thanks, man. I'll drink to your health.
Same old story every time. I thought
It
that
was
had been
obvious
cleared up
there would be
ages
trouble
ago.
ahead.
Think about it. Give me the weed and we'll share the profit.
No, man. I'll manage.
Ah, you're probably
It's
right.
obvious that there'd be trouble ahead.
People always talk.
Well, there was a time when things would have been.
Hey, you!
Watch what you tell people.
Show me what you have.
Here.
Not my problem. Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Let's talk about something else instead.
You have to watch
Same
what you
old
tell
story
people.
every time. It's obvious that there'd be trouble ahead.
Do you intend to go through this? There are.
Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
You're from the sect camp, aren't you?
We call it the Brotherhood. I'm Baal Kagan. The sleep will be with you.
What are you doing here?
Originally, I was sent here to convince people to join our Brotherhood, but these barbarians are not interested in spiritual enlightenment. Therefore, I'm restricted to selling swamp weed. And that is a popular occupation here. Too popular. I can hardly deliver as much as they want to have.
Why don't they send an extra man here?
Baal Isidro was meant to help me, but he just spends all day in the bar on the lake and trades his weed for rice schnapps. He's addicted to the spirit. I fear I cannot expect any help from him.
I could help you sell your weed to the people.
I can only entrust such a large amount of weed to members of the Brotherhood. But you could help me give out gifts. Not everybody has tasted my goods yet. As soon as they've tried the weed, they'll want more, which means I can sell more.
I thought you could hardly manage to do your tasks now.
Baal Isidro will be taken care of soon. I've already sent a message to Korakalam.
What's in it for me if I hand out the weed for you?
I can reward you in many different ways. You can get magic spell scrolls from me, bearing the powerful magic of the sleeper. Or I can help you join our community if that's what you want. I have very good contacts to Korakalam and Baal Tyon. Both are very close to E. Baryon, our master. I can pay you with plain ore as well if you prefer. 100 nuggets should be enough for your efforts.
Okay, give me the weed. Who do you want me to give it to?
You're sure to find someone who'll take it. Talk to people, but only give one stalk to each person. One more thing. If you let somebody take the weed from you or if you smoke it yourself, our deal ceases to exist.
Sure.
Some people never learn.
Same old story.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Do you want some swamp weed?
I'll give you 10 ore for it. Here. Anytime you need to get rid of some more, just stop by.
Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
If you think.
You're very probably right.
You have to watch
Hey,
what
you!
tell people and
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want some?
Sure. Here's 10 ore. Come by again when you get some more, will ya?
Shh, hey you.
Who? Me?
Exactly. Come over here.
What do you want?
You've just arrived, haven't you? I noticed it straight away. There are a lot of things you need to know. I can teach you a few things. Besides, you have to watch who you talk to. Butch, for example. That's the guy over there, next to the campfire. Be aware of him.
What's the matter with Butch?
He has the mean habit of beating up the new ones. So you better avoid meeting him.
What can you teach me?
It depends. What do you want to know?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Hey, you!
That wasn't very clever.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
Here you go, son. I'll have a stalk for 10 ore. Come back anytime, brother.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
you shouldn't believe everything you hear.
If you think. Rely on somebody.
Really my problem.
Do you want some swamp weed?
I'll give you 10 ore for it. Here. Anytime you need to get rid of some more, just stop by.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
Let's talk. Dad won't have it here.
Hey, you!
I have some swamp wheat here. Do you want some?
Sure. Here's 10 ore. Come by again when you get some more, will ya?
Hey, you!
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
You got some? I'll have a stalk for 10 ore. Come back anytime, brother.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
You got some? I'll have a stalk for 10 ore. Come back anytime, brother.
People always talk.
Hey, you!
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want any?
Why not? I'll give you 10 ore for it. Go and ask some of the other guys. They're bound to want some too.
Do you want some swamp weed?
Sure I do. Here's 10 ore. If you get your hands on any more, you know...
You're very probably right.
Hey, you!
Yeah, there must be something about that story after all.
Let's talk about something else.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Do you want some swamp weed?
Sure I do. Here's 10 ore. If you get your hands on any more, you know...
Hang on. Better not go rushing into everything.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Hey, you!
I've shared out the weed.
The first new customers have already been to see me. You've done a good job. What will you have as a reward?
These spell scrolls are quite interesting. What kind of spells are they?
Fist of Wind, Charm, Telekinesis, Pyrokinesis, and Sleep. You may pick 3 of these spells.
I'll take the spell scrolls.
A good decision. Pick 3. That was 3. Use them wisely.
As long as I'm not involved.
That story after all.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Now where are you going?
That won't happen.
Where can I go?
To Laris.
I want to see Laris.
I doubt he'll talk to you.
Just you leave that to me.
I won't stop you.
Where do you want to go?
I want to meet Laris.
Laris is here, but you need a good reason to disturb him.
Mordrag sent me.
Mordrag hasn't been seen here for some time. He's probably changed over to the old camp.
I came here with him.
Mordrag's back? If you meet him, tell him Laris wants to see him.
Mordrag gave me something for Laris.
What is it?
A ring.
Certainly a precious piece. Okay, you can see him.
I want to join your gang.
Oh, yeah? What have you got to show for yourself, then?
Mordrag sent me. He gave me a ring for you.
A precious piece. It's part of normal procedure here to share your booty with your gang leader. But the fact that he gave you the ring proves that he must think a lot of you. I want you to go to him and tell him something from me. Tell him I want somebody in the sect camp. The Brotherhood is planning something big. I want to know exactly what's going on there.
What else can I do?
Baal Isidro from the sect camp has weed worth at least 400 ore on him. I want you to get it from him. I don't care how you do it. If you have the weed, sell it. Bring me the 400 ore. Then we'll talk again to see if you'll be admitted to the gang.
Where can I learn something?
With me? I can help you to improve your dexterity and strength.
People always talk.
You're very probably right.
As long as I'm not involved.
You have to watch what you tell people.
And where do you want to go?
Why? In there.
Forget it. Silas only wants to see...
Maybe.
How about some ores and admission?
How much?
Every time.
What do you say to 50 ore?
That's about half of what I'd call some ore.
If you think. Some people never learn.
Same old story. Every time.
How about some ores and admission?
How much?
100 ore nuggets should be enough.
Truly spoken. You can get in.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, though.
If you think.
Rely on somebody in your talk. That's how it goes.
You shouldn't believe everything.
Things would have gone very differently.
Hello?
People always
talk. People don't.
Laris has a message for you.
Tell me about it.
He wants to know what's going on in the sect camp, and he wants you to find out.
I get the feeling this problem will solve itself.
There was a time when things would have gone very
Somebody
differently.
that story after trouble. That's how it goes. Let's talk about something else instead. Maybe.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
That won't happen again.
It's obvious that there would be
There was a
trouble.
time when things would have gone very differently.
Same old story every time.
I want a drink.
Same
You'll have
old
to
story.
pay for it.
That's really not my problem.
Same old story every time.
That won't happen again.
I better keep out of it.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Some people
Same
never
old story
learn.
every time.
People always talk.
Not my problem. That won't happen again.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently.
You're very probably right.
Hey, you!
That won't happen
Must be
again.
something about that story after all.
There was a time when
You don't look very happy.
I'm not. I need to get rid of a whole pile of weed.
You're here to sell.
Yeah.
it's ever likely to change.
You have to watch.
I could sell the weed for you for a consideration, of course.
Forget it. I'm not as drunk as all.
Ages ago. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Maybe.
Here you go. Have another drink on me.
Thanks, man. I'll drink to your health.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently.
That won't happen again.
Some people never learn.
Think about it. Give me the.
No, man.
That blathering anymore.
There was a
I'll tell you
time
something.
when
You have a
things would have
problem.
gone
Bal
very
Kagan will make sure you'll be replaced.
What? The sleeper have mercy on me. I need to get rid of this stuff.
That's ever likely to change.
Think about it. Give me the weed and we'll share the profit.
Oh man, I need to get rid of this stuff. You wouldn't try to make me look like a fool, would you?
I give you my word.
Good. Here's this stuff. You should get at least 400 ore for it. That would be 200 for each of us. I'll be waiting here. Come back as soon as you have the ore.
Do you know who'll take bigger amounts here?
If I knew that, I would have gone myself. I feel much better now that I'm rid of this stuff.
Some people never learn.
You have to watch what you tell people. That's not really my job.
Why have you...
What's up?
yourself. People don't need to know it.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
There must be something about that story after all.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you.
How am I supposed to do that?
Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
Hey, you! I want to become...
So,
Can you help me?
I would.
Why have you torn me from my dreams? So, you do know what's good for you. Why have you torn me from my dreams?
Hey, you! How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
He's never going to show his face around here again.
I'd have felt happier if you'd killed him.
Who can teach?
Start with, if you keep...
Where can I find
his hut when you're...
Can you?
Yes. Your skills come back.
Take. Who was the guy you sent before me?
His name was Neck. I sent him to collect mushrooms.
I want to...
So?
I'm looking for somebody to teach me something.
Why have you...
Diego sent me.
You should have said that before. If you want to join the camp, if the influential shadows in this camp, that's why the way of the... Incidentally, I'm the best thief in the whole of the...
What can you teach me?
That depends on what you...
I want to learn how to sneak around.
I believe, no false modesty, that I'm... But when it comes to teaching how to sneak around, Cavalorn is the better man for you.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
I'd better keep out of it.
Same old story.
Every time. You wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a hunter. Above all, I hunt scavengers.
Where will I get a bow?
Here, I sell the best bows in the old camp.
Show me your goods. Can you teach me something about hunting?
That depends. What do you want to know?
Can you teach me how to use my bow better?
For a beginner, it's not hard to get better. It's a question of your posture. Place your feet well apart. Hold both your arms on one level. Hold your breath and shoot. If you hit certain parts of the body, you only need one shot. As a beginner, you've only got a very small chance of hitting these parts. But if you bear in mind what I've told you, you'll hit better next time.
What do you intend to do? You're learning fast.
Same old story every time. Find somebody, you're in trouble. There was a time when things would have gone very differently. Same old story every time. Same old story every time. You're very probably right. Maybe. I'd better keep out of it. If you think.
want to learn how to cut up.
What do you want?
Show me how to take off.
I should lizard.
Hey boy, if you want to pass, you have to pay 10 or you'll be whacked. Got it?
Here, 10 ore.
A shame.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. Some people never.
Hey boy, if you...
Then why don't you come here and get your ore?
Thanks, man. You just made...
Never do that again.
I suppose you don't have nothing against me keeping some more.
Now you'll get one in your mug. Looks like you want some in your mug. Now you'll...
Hey, you! I'm here.
Can you teach me
that? That depends.
I want to learn how to sneak around.
Good idea. That's most important if you want to enter huts to get at somebody from behind. If you bend your knees when walking, you can see the floor better, and you have better control over your body as well. But everybody will notice you in this posture, so make sure nobody sees you when you sneak around. Keep in mind what I told you, and above all, never get caught.
Hey, you! I don't think I've seen you here before.
No wonder. I've only just got here.
Then watch out. The outside world is...
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. No, you better keep out of it.
Hey, you! I found Nick.
Good. Have you got any evidence for that?
I found this amulet on him. Here you go.
It was actually the amulet the whole thing was about. You're a clever guy. You might have had the idea to keep the amulet yourself, but you've made the right decision. If Diego asks me about you, I'll vote in your favor.
You have to watch what you tell people. Maybe. Never learn.
Hey, you! How are you doing?
Well, since I stopped working in the mine, I can't really complain.
And where do you get your ore from?
I help people who have problems. If you get into trouble with influential people here, I can help you sort the thing out.
If I was in trouble, you could help me? How?
Well, let's assume you're in trouble with Thoris. You better never get into trouble with him, but then, well, you never know. Thoris can be quite stubborn. When he's pissed off with you once, he'll never talk to you again. And that's a bad thing. As a greenhorn, you depend on him. So you come to see me. I know a lot of people here Thoris listens to. They put in a good word for you, and Thoris is your friend again. Of course, the boys want to see some ore for these kind of favors. Your ore. And I take care that your ore gets to the right people. What do you want? Was there... What do you want?
I have the things you wanted from me.
Good. I just have to add them. Then the stew will be ready. Wait.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego.
Yes, you've learned something. We can make use of skilled thieves in this camp.
As long as I'm not involved. Very probably right. If you think
Hey, you! What are you creeping around here for?
The sleeper be with you, stranger. I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions, but now it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away, in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
Take me to your camp. I want to have a look at it.
Very good. I'll go ahead. Follow me.
Don't blather so much. Yeah.
That won't happen again.
You're very probably right.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. Just...
I doubt that's ever likely.
What if I don't pay?
Hey, man, don't stress yourself. You're a newcomer. You can do it anytime. But don't count on my help until you've made your...
I'll see you later.
Just you take care of yourself.
Let me...
Here we are. Down there lies the camp of the Brotherhood. Go through the gate and speak to my brothers. I'm sure you haven't come here for nothing. Ask for Kor Kalam. He's in charge of the novices and tutors. I'll go back to the old camp. There are still many infidels who need to be guided to the right path.
Good luck.
Greetings, stranger. You're treading on holy ground. This is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. What brings you here?
I'm new here. I wanted to have a look at your camp.
Strangers are welcome here. But it's important to follow our rules. There are certain areas strangers may not access.
Hey, you!
Who are you?
I'm Lester. I take care of the strangers who arrive here. You're lucky that you didn't talk to Bal Namib. No stranger is allowed to talk to the gurus.
I want to become a member of the Brotherhood.
Kor Kalom decides whether you're ready to join the Brotherhood, but he relies on the advice of other gurus. Bal Namib over there is one of them. First, you'll have to prove that you're worthy, and then one of the gurus will send you to Kor Kalom.
How's that supposed to work if none of the gurus will talk to me?
It might not look like it, but the gurus observe everything you do here in the camp. If they think that you deserve to become a member of the community, they'll talk to you. You're bound to have opportunities in the camp to prove that you're worthy. May the sleeper protect you.
Hey, you!
But I want to talk to your master.
Forget it. I'm sure I can help you with any of your problems. May the sleep...
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Hey, you!
Hi, I'm new here.
The sleeper be with you, stranger.
What can you tell me about this place?
Well, the gurus are the most important people here. They spread the word of the sleeper and pass our master's visions on to the novices. Of course, he's too tired to talk to everybody himself. But on some days, he speaks to us in the temple courtyard and reveals the holy words of the sleeper.
And what does he say then?
The sleeper guides the way, but an
Same old story every time.